If Mervyn and Donna came through this area, and you see no evidence as of their passage. God damn it. They might have also turned as well. There's not a single sight of them. Worse.
No more enemies to trouble us here. It's me. How fare you below? Understood. I will inform Vtra. Chaos and panic sweep Raz-at-Han, and many more have succumbed to the transformations. Amidst the fray, Ahawan fell, protecting a grief-stricken father. My friends fight alongside your Radiant host to secure the capital. Beasts have been sighted in Palakistan as well. We have divided our forces in hopes of quelling the threat there. Of small solace is that we now know what triggers the transformation. As my companions tell it,
So it is the very fear and despair in their hearts which inflict this abhorrent punishment upon them. A nightmare from which my children will never awake. O capricious and cruel fate, they are undeserving of such condemnation.
will you wallow in sorrow or rise to the occasion? Raz-at-Han is leaderless. Before he passed, Ahawan sought to reveal the truth to his people. Honor his wishes.
To what end? To breed a new conflict between dragon and man. These claws could reduce thee to shreds with a touch. These jaws crush thy bones to dust. Only through my proxy could I walk with my children. Without him, I am a bringer of fear, no different from the beasts which beleaguer them.
Perhaps so. Only in death were Hraesvelgr and Shiva united. Indeed, whenever man and dragon have come together, death has ever been the inevitable result. It was our fear of your kind that sparked a nigh-endless war. Fear and hate of which Nidhogg drank deep as he laid waste to my homeland. And in turn, I took my revenge on his brood. Blood for blood, pain for pain. I thought nothing of theirs, only of mine. And yet, were the chasm between us too vast and too deep, Hraesvelgr would not have borne Isael to battle and our rescue. He would never have entrusted a mortal champion with one of his eyes, and the Dragonstone War would still rage on. And I would still wage a never-ending war of violence and vengeance. The future of our star be damned. I cannot speak for Ahawan's greater goals, yet I know that he served you, served your people, long and true. In this time of unprecedented crisis, he turned to you. You could do worse than to place your trust in him. It will not be easy, but the future of Raz-at-Han hangs in the balance. have company.
I'm ready.
The hour has come, Vtra. It's all or nothing!
a moment's respite, but
Courage, friend. The pain will pass.
Has anyone seen Mevin? Where could she be?
or the worst possibility that she is turned. So did her son. Or
We've dealt with all the blasphemies and made certain no villagers are still in hiding.
Good work. We've otherwise tended to the wounded as best we can.
What will become of us?
Help is on the way, surely. We may have to abandon our homes now, but we will return someday.
But where can we go? Is anywhere even safe?
That I cannot say.
Well, I can. Nowhere's safe. Run all you like, but there's no escaping these things. And even if I could, it's too late for my family.
This isn't good. The more they dwell on the tragedy, the more likely we are to lose them too.
My friends, this is a place of worship. Should your heart quake with sadness, cast your mind to the heavens and remember. Remember the teachings of the old gods. Did they not implore us to stand fast when waves of sorrow break against our shores?
Know this, my children. There is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer, to drink of calamity and drown in anguish, to toil and be tested, always and ever.
Tis a perilous path you walk. Death lurks in the dark, and is the sole promise that awaits at journey's end. You will tremble with terror. You will weep tears of anger and despair.
But do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. Then will you see how the hardships make you strong.
Every doubt reforged as scales for your armor. Every agony to temper your blade.
Thank you, lad. We'd almost forgotten who we are. My undying gratitude to you as well, my friends. You were searching for Mevin, no? We must return home. I pray you help the boy find his friend.
Gladly. We dispatched what beasts we could, but the roads are still dangerous. Stay together and go in safety.
That was very impressive, what you did back there. Those words seem to resonate with your people.
They should. They were the first spoken unto our ancestors by the divinity of legend. I'm easily upset, and fish are wont to flee a temperamental hand. So I recite the teachings over and over to calm myself.
Interesting.
They're lovely and inspiring to hear, though I imagine they were born of great misfortune.
Possibly.
They are born of life. There's as much bad as good in it. More, many would attest. All the more reason to appreciate the good when you can.
I won't argue with that.
Yeah.
In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow.
And with that, let us see if we can't find Mervyn. Did you see? That beast was chasing someone.
Warm hearts rekindle hopes. Dum dum ba ba ba. Look there. That's Mervyn.
That's her! No, I'm sure of it! Mervyn!
Don't, please!
Oh, what? This space is stronger.
No! God have mercy!
Ah. Damn it. Where's the kid? Good gravy. This is unlike anything I have ever seen. Damn it all. Mervyn was drowned.
She's so cold, Elfino.
The child is alert, and I see no wounds, and yet she grows weaker. My spells can do no more. What she needs is a change of clothes and a warm bed. We must hurry back. Not now!
Matsia, take the child.
Take it.
It appears we've made enough noise to be heard for miles around. More will be upon us ere long. We make our stand here. Mattia, can you take her back to the village?
But the child, all by myself. You can't be serious.
The beasts will follow you home unless we stop them here. And so we shall. Be strong, Matsia. Her life is in your hands.
Right. I can do it.
I know you can. We'll keep them busy, Matsia. Go! Quickly!
Steady. You know the way. No. No. Not you too. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
To live is to suffer, to drink of calamity. It is a perilous path. Death lurks in the dark.
Oh shit!
No! I'm not afraid! I'm not afraid! Ah!
Oh no.
Do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. See how the hardships make you strong. Every doubt reforged.
Oh Oh god.
Every agony. The divinity?
Nay, but one who would deliver thee just the same.
Please. You must save the child. She is all that remains of Mevan and Grasef. Please.
Well, well. Seems the babe's taken a liking to you.
Thou art strong, little one. Let us convey thee to thy home.
I spied our friends as we flew in. They appeared to be holding their own against the Horde.
Right. That's the last of them. We should hurry and find Matsia.
I had a feeling he'll be fine.
Really? How can you be so sure?
A fine battle it must have been. Shame I missed it.
Steve, it was you who came to Matsia's aid.
I was only along for the ride. Vtra was the one who saw the boy was in need. The two are headed back to the village.
Where the worm will honor Ahiwan's wishes and finally reveal himself to his people.
Perhaps so. Will you go and join them?
There's something I need to do first. Mervyn gave her life so that her child might live. She deserves better than to be left to drift alone. She deserves to be laid to rest beside her husband at least. Will you help me?
Obsidian. Simple pleasures. You are ready then. In that case, let us head to Paka's stands. No doubt Vtra is awaiting us. Awaiting for us, you mean? Waiting for us, you mean? Fair enough then. Pavia's remorse. Rest easy, for all is well here. Young Matsia returned with the babe and safe in his arms. Lying in a warm bed, Agarth has already begun regaining her strength. Less joy is received for where the mother and father's fate, as well as that of their transformed neighbors. How many children therefore must we lose to this calamity? Mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. Every death, another void that can never be filled. We who survive must carry the weight of the memory as we strive to regain semblance of what we have lost. As a child of Vtra as well, and I thank you for returning her to us safe. Truth in part, but not in whole. I am Vtra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as my abode. Island I ruled over as satrap, and with Alwyn as my loyal servant. Are my ears to be believed? You were the true satrap all along? Your role are far greater in Mimma. Serve as your emissary? Thou suspect the boy was but a sacrilege. I put two to two together. Dost thou and fellow alchemist, fashion means to unmake the towers. You were saviors, not only of Ras-Hatan, but the star. To have seen this place in good hands, I would see return how Ras-Hatan fares. What would you do, scions? Oh my, that's rather a lot to take in. It would seem the situation is more grave than we suspected. Thank you, friend. My colleagues said we use the knowledge to see if we can further our own research. And with that, here we are. Hearty help rich milks and purest sugar. I made enough for everyone in the village. I hope you deliver a few cups. Drink has medical properties still? What happened to... What happened to the Guardian at the... What happened to the Guardian with the blue hair? Joyous. Well, you distribute hot beverages. I'll do a sweep before Aaron Beast to slay. Far less an arduous task, no doubt. When you're finished, look for me at a wakeful Tomra. Alright. Here. Does this always happen every time I go? Oh, speaking of... It's added to... Now I remember it's in collections, I have to remember to use it. So speaking of, I have it right here just in case. Well... So, if the people were actually turned, and their souls are turned into horrendous beasts, if they die, they're really gone. Such torments. Such torments have rendered... Such torments that they do not deserve upon the suffer. So speaking of, during this, we'll grab these. Alright, so we'll do those. Again, if we get to, like, a certain point of trial, then I will do that. Then in the meantime, we will have to end at this point. Under his wing. Man, yeah, just during times like these, especially the final days. And as I said before, I will backtrack, as I always do. And I will state it again, I will backtrack. Like always, I will go and do some backtracking. So, again, if I do find a trial or something like that, then I will, or something like that, or if I can't pass the trial, the boss, at that point, I will go back and start backtracking, like I have, after the first trial, which is the Dark Inside, which is weird. Well, the storm disappeared. Oh, I didn't realize there were sections. Oh, I didn't realize there were actually sections. The reason I picked the first one is because hopefully less crowdiness, and the second one is kind of, well, if you combine them both, it's kind of hard to estimate. Can I use this ether right now? Nope, not yet. Probably will. At, like, you know, I'm done, like, this place, basically. I don't think he realized that he's part dragon. Sorry. My apologies, just...
Look, someone's coming.
People of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me. Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Such confidence.
Many thanks.
Huh?
A dragon!
Wow!
People of Razathan, I am Vtra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. Tis as the Satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Vashan! I mean, Master Vtra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Fafnir, our home. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I, too, have lost my closest confidant. Ahawan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Razathan to her fate. A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial, hath she glittered with every color imaginable. To this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity hath stolen too much from you already, yet so long as you live, the light of Razathan will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it, over you, and lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us.
As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together. So too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
It's not easy.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Azael's face.
Aww, Albert. Aww. The Death says. Oh. God damn it, Avano. Why would you... I'll never know.
Indeed.
As Justinian would have agreed. And Charlian is already here. A second too late.
Excuse me, but I must speak with the satrap at once.
Father.
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Charlian, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzat-Han, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
I am satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
His face. Surprise.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. It is an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavner, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape the star? What madness is this?
It is by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Charlian. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radzat-Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Vtra.
Long has thy forum been allies to Thavner. I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star, our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase. Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vtra. We believe in you.
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
What's up?
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palaka's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine. All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do?
These... Oh.
Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower?
Whoa!
If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place.
So, that
You
means...
must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive.
Which is...
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet. And we will meet again.
This is kind of similar to the flower, almost. I wonder. So the flower just... That's what I want to know. Not really. Vtra. For the trials ahead. Fair enough then. At World's End. So I'm guessing Vtra is allowing me to use the Aetheryte Plaza? Have I already tuned it? I have not. Okay. Good to know. So... Hall of the Radiant Host. What does that mean? Gate of First Sight. Oh. Who are you? Severat. As what for sort of business? How can I put it? From Doma. Hold on, amigo. Limbs of Lissa. Gridania. Don't just before you indulge yourself. Uh-huh. Well... this island and Carvos. Leaders have taken measures to deal with the threat to the best of our abilities. Aye, each nation says some of their own groups released soldiers to put down these so-called blasphemies spawned on and when they appeared. At the same time, they're doing on their part to put the families' minds at ease, prevent panic and fear from spreading. That said, brave souls and strength relative fell terror beasts are not so easily found. Oh. A role quest for Endwalker. So which one? Melee. Tanks. Healer. Seas of Disquiet. Physical range. And magical range. His guards. I think his ship might be sort of in trouble, supposedly. Well, I believe Doman, Alamigan, Limsian, and Gridarian. What I believe, Limsa, Gridarian, Alamigo, and Doma might be in a huge of trouble. Alright, so, however, okay, so, for the time being, I will I shall let you know that I will do utmost to... What is this? So melee, magical, physical... No, healer... What's this? Physical ranged... Healer... Melee... So melee, healer, physical ranged, and... tank. So that just leave in magical. So what I would do is level each job to like above 85? 85 or higher to get all these started, and see which ones will take me. And I might, while I'm at it, I will probably do some backtracking if I don't reach the next trial for the boss anyway. Actually, why did I... Silly me. Oh, silly Kai. Silly me. You silly, silly, silly boy. Use the Ether Shard. Go. Now, as I mentioned, if I don't get to trial sooner than later, I will do some backtracking. And the story quest will have to wait, basically.
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
Damn. Did the music suddenly change the background? What is going on?
It will only get worse if what Father said is true, as it did in Amarant.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Here's your order, friend. May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here? If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more.
In our time, we call Eldibius. Eldibius?
So advised the Watcher. What could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
Indeed. What could it mean?
It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
What does it mean?
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. Quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Well, except the Watcher and, well, Watcher, they're all there is, so... Wait.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead.
Huh?
Eldibius.
What?
I sealed him in the White Horse site of the Crystal Tower back on the 1st. Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea, naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there.
So the Crystal Tower we go?
I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
It's worth a try.
Yes, we can but act and hope for the best.
If nothing else, should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the ethereal sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends, and end begins.
So... oh, good. Oh, good. It hasn't even, reached here, but in the source. I am relieved. Okay, so it's just the source that isn't danger. Fair enough. Yo! Lena! What's up? Any of the others? As well as can be. These exact words? A futile request though it is. Will do. Tell him that all is well here. Yeah. Fair enough. She's rather unsettled. Is struck conscious how cheerful she has been of the late. Huh? Something's up. Hosted a festival, you see. One much bigger than the first. Restoration of the ante. Ah, yeah. I'll fetch the key at once and take opportunity to find Reen. In the front of the cabin of curiosity, shall we say? Alright, to the Crystal Tower. Alright, let's find Reen. It's been a while since we have seen Reen. I wonder how long can it go? Cabin of Curiosity, she said. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Okay. Boop. There I was, and there I gone. And whoop! Here I am. Once again. No, once again I will say... Oh. Oh. Oh boy. This might be... Okay. Guess we'll go find Reen then. Gotta wait. Lena, fetch the keys. Do my old eyes deceive? Is that truly Tricia? Oh hey! This is the most opportune time. Oh, okay. They judge me for one for now. Who are you the greatest struggles? Hades, who bore the burden of his people. Won't collect themselves. Do tell us to look after themselves. Over a zealous friend? Whom? What is he talking about? Over a zealous friend? Who? Graha? Is that the Warrior of Darkness? Oh! Ragged Toe? They get his advice. But... He isn't here. Oh. The sword. Brandon? Can't wait. Looks like these guys grown or something. Did they age? I don't know. Huh? Such fun having a basking outdoors and musty old bookworm and the wide-eyed younglings. Just a spare thought for me? Of course not. Who? I waited, but she would do much, almost acknowledges. She's the princess of beautiful branch, though they were right there. Such heartless, ignorant sapling. Crewless, cold, crewless, heartless. Hi! The word is on the verge of destruction, is it? Did you know? Sliding down back of the rainbow. Gives of eternal dreams. At the tail's end. Okay then. Rain! Ah! Rain! Oh, how I missed you. It's been... Yeah... Hmm? I'm overthinking things, but it's just that... And there's probably behind them. Never once heard her call. Deep feeling inside me. A connection, something immense. Wavered. And that something immense, distant. Close, distant. Oh. She was dreaming. It was dream. Yeah, it was... Yeah. Oh boy. Here we go. Just as she suspected. Come again. Yeah. It's gonna be a wild ride. It's gonna be very wild, seeing where all it's going. Hope upon the flower. Alright. So Rei knows about the final days, as she apparently witnessed the... apparently she dreamed. Later they say that it actually happened in Emerald, but it's like happening in the source. I don't think she is... Rain is no longer a... she's no longer a Oracle of Light because Mephilia is actually gone, and she... Handling... I don't think Handling ever talked to Rain before, so... I don't know. It's hard to say. Well, Ventures of the First. Happy moments. Those are the happy moments. Strive to go on. And here... Ah, yes.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business.
It talks?
Acknowledged. Reinitializing Safest Tower systems. Searching for Eldibius entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream.
Hi, Eldibius. We meet again.
You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all.
Well, let's see. It started off something like this.
So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Eldibius, have a duty to fulfill.
Come again?
Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation.
Ah.
Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
Go on. Should I feel bad for the Asians? Especially the Eldibius? Because I have this emotional thought, like, I should say I'm sorry, but I don't. I don't know how else to say it.
Why apologize for receiving a favor of the defeated? If it sits ill, consider it payment for freeing Lord Zodiac from servitude. Where to begin? Ah, the end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel.
So...
Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure.
A countermeasure? Oh, really?
Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation, so consumed by self-loathing and hate. Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me.
Oh, really? So even you know?
Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place.
Huh?
A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes.
Hermes? As in...
That is all I know.
Okay,
The
so...
crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived. Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis.
Huh?
I did. A lingering trace of impossibility.
Eldibius? What's going on, buddy?
And a truth that fills my heart.
I don't understand.
My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course.
Go on.
You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief.
Eldibius. Where do I find that?
In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower.
Oh. That's interesting.
Which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment.
Huh.
Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed.
But it's a short matter of time? Is it short?
Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear.
So I'm going to traverse back to that place?
Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change.
Okay. That's... Oh, that's fun.
For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come. In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey?
Yeah.
Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act.
Alright. Alright, Eldibius. It was really nice to see you, but I really pity you.
You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic.
Bye, Eldibius.
The preparations are complete.
Oh.
The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular.
So, how would I able to get back to the source?
All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded.
Right.
The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act?
But... you're the last of the Unsundered, but... if you're gone, then... how...
Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting. In that promised land. Beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go and do not look back.
Goodbye. Eldibius.
Well, Haidun, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden, and the solitude. It falls to you now. You, I need a champion to save our star.
Oh. Going through the cross again. Cross of time. Huh? Whoa. That wave of that light of ether and oh. Am I here? Ah, yes. I'm in a shade. What? That's what they would look like back in the day? Interesting. There were actually human beings? How are they alive? Interesting. Either like device. Operates it differently. For sure. Ah. Intangible. Alright. For the time being. Parpilon. So I'm unable to do anything. As a little bit of sword. Is there a way through this place? How do you open it? Hello?
And here we are, Elpis. Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
Familiar
You're welcome
stranger.
to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Emmett? Hades? It's Emmett! Hades! Who are you? I haven't seen you before. No way.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
Who Who's the person of the... Who's that with the purple eyes? I haven't seen them before. What? This is...
By the by, you see it too, yes?
What? Do they know?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's.
How can you see me? Did Eldibius not warn me about this? Because this is weird.
Do you suppose she created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's her spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
Huh?
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Actually, please give me some. Actually, on a second thought, don't give me any, please.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded.
Eyes? Wait, his eyes are yellow. How can you see me?
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
There's that snap. There's that snap.
You may open your eyes.
What the? How did... How's it...
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
Emmett Silk. I love you so much, dude. You're the reason you're the best villain character out of the entirety of Shadowbringers. Also, who is this dude?
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus, hero of the architect.
No way! This is actually him! Oh my god!
Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14.
And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here.
Well, that's...
You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
A sick man named Hermes.
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps as in wish to come too, but had to settle for a familiar. If she truly wished to be here, then she would be. Right you are.
So this is what they...
My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend.
A friend?
And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide.
Oh.
And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Dude, you don't have to do that.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree?
Alright.
Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
I'm gonna love Emmett. He is the reason I love Shadowbringers. And the story that is written so far.
Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge. Elpis.
Elpis. The Unsundered. The world Unsundered. Elpis. So this is what their home originally be. Is that...
This presence.
Hydaelyn?
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
They... How could they detect us from a long way?
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
This is... So basically... I guess there's much to learn, I guess. I guess you'll never know at this point. Since we're here. So this is... Oh, interesting. So this is the world that was... unsundered before it actually sundered. Before it even became... Where was Emerald? What do I get? Looking you up and down. Up and down. Keep a low profile for his errand, so the basic concept will do. No? In that case, the silk? No, your responsibility. You're gonna handle temple either out of me. The way he scraps sometimes. You'd think he wasn't a nigh boneless fond of magic. But perhaps you can insist. Come. Let us search for the requisite materials. Well, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting, first of all.